Assassinations claim Natacha fires back as Akpabio petitions Inspector General of Police. Hello viewers and welcome to Infogist TV. The suspended senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti has reacted strongly to a formal petition filed by Senate President Akpabio accusing her of criminal defamation and incitement. Akpabio had written to the Inspector General of Police, Egbetokun, alleging that the senator falsely accused him of plotting her assassination, a claim he described as heinous lies aimed at damaging his reputation and inciting unrest. The petition, dated April 3rd and also copied to the Attorney General of Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, was triggered by Akpoti-Uduaghan's comments made on April 1st in Kogi State. The female senator, who is on a 6-month suspension, had alleged that Akpabio had instructed former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello to eliminate her within the state, making it appear as though her constituents were responsible for the attack. But Akpabio in the petition said this statement is not only a heinous lie, but a reckless and deliberate attempt to damage my reputation, endanger my life and security, and incite political unrest. It is a calculated act of blackmail and character assassination designed to portray me as a political villain. The severity of this false allegations and the fact that it has gained public tractions makes it necessary that law enforcement agencies treat it with the urgency it deserves. Reacting through her legal counsel, Victor Giwa, Senator Natacha acknowledged receipt of Akpabio's petition but maintained that her statement was not a political gimmick but a desperate cry for help. She has received the petition and has responded. What happened when she made that statement was her crying out to the general public to understand what she is exposed to, Giwa said. The SAN criticized the decision to withdraw Natacha's security details shortly after she was suspended from the Senate despite her being a politically exposed person with valid concern for her safety. You are aware that the Senate President ordered the withdrawal of her security. If somebody has committed gross misconduct, what has that got to do with the withdrawal of her security? I mean, you say she's not going to the office. Okay, fine. I mean, you do not need the security to enter the office. You did stop her from carrying her legislative duty as a Senate, but she has her life outside the Senate complex and she's a politically exposed person, and you ordered her security details to be withdrawn. Meanwhile, a socio-political group, the Movement for National Accommodation and Consensus for Continuity, has embarked on a nationwide sensitization tour to promote the virtues of Senate President Akpabio. Speaking to journalists in Gusau, Zamfara State, the national president of the group, Salusi Issa, said the tour would involve visits to prominent Nigerians to highlight Akpabio's character and leadership style, which he described as friendly, jovial, and often misunderstood. Senator Akpabio is someone who likes to joke and interact freely. Unfortunately, many, especially women, misinterpret his simplicity, Issa said. He recounted a personal encounter with Akpabio in 2003 alongside Dr. Mrs. Kate Ogundaye, the then national women leader of Monaco. The way he joked with her showed his playful nature. Even in the National Assembly, he often jokes with his colleagues. Sadly, some people take advantage of this to tarnish his image, he said. However, Issa acknowledged that the Senate President can be too open and sometimes makes unguarded remarks, which he cautioned could have serious consequences. Careless talks can cost a life. Take the case of former NSA Sambo Dasuki, who was allegedly implicated in a coup simply because of a casual remark made to a friend, he added. He also drew parallels to incidents involving former US President Donald Trump, suggesting that public figures must be cautious in speech. On the current allegations involving Akpabio and Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan, Issa claimed the controversy was politically motivated and intended to sow discord within the Senate. Senator Akpabio is not someone who should be caught in such allegations. The issue with Senator Natacha has been politicized by those trying to divide the Senate for selfish reasons, he stated. Monaco, he said, would continue its tour across all 6 geopolitical zones to educate Nigerians and discourage the use of misinformation as a political tool. Issa urged Nigerians to remain united and not fall for attempts by enemies of progress to create disunity. Recall that Senate President Akpabio has formally petitioned the Inspector General of Police, Igp Egbetokun, requesting an investigation and prosecution of suspended Kogi Central Senator Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti dragged for alleged criminal defamation and assassination plot accusation. Akpabio's petition dated April 3, 2025 follows Akpoti Dragan's public allegations made on April 1st, 2025 during a homecoming event in Kogi State. Addressing her supporters, she accused Akabio of instructing former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello and Governor Usman Ododo to assassinate her within Kogi State, framing it as an act by her constituents. In his petition, also copied to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi, Akpabio vehemently denied the accusation, labeling them as a heinous lie and a reckless and deliberate attempt to tarnish his reputation. He asserted that the allegations were politically motivated, aimed at inciting unrest and damaging his public image, and were made without any evidence. I write to formally bring to your attention and seek immediate investigations and prosecutions of a criminally defamatory and malicious statement made against me by Senator Natasha Akpoti, a suspended member of the Nigerian Senate, on 1st of April 2025, and which was widely publicized on radio stations, televisions, and newspapers, including the social media, Akpabio stated. He further elaborated on the specific accusations, saying in the public outburst at Kogi State while addressing her audience, Senator Natasha Akpoti falsely alleged that I instructed the former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, to assassinate her in Kogi State instead of Abuja, with the intent of making it appear that her constituents were responsible for her death. Akpabio emphasized the severity of the allegations and their widespread disseminations. This statement is not only a heinous lie, but a reckless and deliberate attempt to damage my reputation, endanger my life and security, and incite political unrest, he declared. I categorically state that this allegation is entirely false, unfounded, and politically motivated. It is a calculated act of blackmail and character assassination designed to portray me as a political villain, and the statement was made without any shred of truth or supporting every public manipulate sentiments and malign my person and office in the eyes of Nigerian people and the international community, he stated. Akpabio stressed the importance of holding public officials accountable, particularly when their statements could destabilize democratic institutions. The severity of these false allegations and the fact that it has gained public traction makes it necessary that law enforcement agencies treat it with the urgency it deserves, he added. He concluded by demanding immediate investigations into false and inciting allegations and the prosecution of Senator Natacha Akpoti under the relevant provisions of the law for criminal defamations, incitement, false accusations, and conduct likely to cause a breach of peace.